Right, here's the survival situation. You've lost everything except basically the clothes on your back. You don't have a knife with you, it's come out of the scabbard. You've got nothing with you whatsoever. However, what you have got is a river, so you've got plenty of fresh water. It's full of fish life. How are you going to catch those fish? You've already tried busting off sticks to make a fish trap like you've read in the books, but you can't drive them into the bottom of the riverbed because it's a stony, hard, rocky riverbed. You're running out of energy, you haven't eaten in days. This is a method to catch fish with as minimal effort as possible. Yes, you might have to eat them raw, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be at least a source of protein and oils and things like that. Okay, so if you were to stick your head underneath the water, you're going to see a lot of little fish like this. So it wouldn't even matter if you had some fishing line in your survival kit, which of course you don't have because I've said you've lost everything. You wouldn't be able to catch these fish like that. It's too small. So you're going to have to build some sort of a fish trap to do that. And I'm going to show you a technique now which will require as little effort, as I said, as possible to do that. Now, a lot of small juvenile fish, what they'll do is, if you muddy the water, disturb the water slightly, they will go to where that disturbance is, because what they're looking for is, they're looking for all the small creatures that they normally eat that is being broken up by that disturbed water, and that's what they're looking to eat, so they'll follow that. So what you can see here now is I'm disturbing the water now. I've made a very small pond. It's a very, very shallow pond, and I've dug that out a bit away from the main pond where you've just seen those fish. Now what's going to happen now is the flow of the river is still slightly trickling into the pond I've muddied up. You can see that muddy water. It's flowing out of that pond, and it's flowing to where those fish were, to the left-hand side, top left-hand side of the screen. And what will happen is those small fish will investigate that muddy water. Now they're going to swim in along that channel. Okay, they're going to swim in along that channel where I've muddied the water. Here I'll just muddy it up again. I'll just show you this again here. So, okay, pull out a few rocks, and I've got a very small channel that's about the width of my hand in there. And I'm just making it a little bit so some water new water can flow into that, because we want that muddy water to flow out into where all the fish are on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay. So once it's good and muddy, let the current, so you don't have to do too much, just let the current draw out that muddy water into the main area. Okay, so what happens is the fish come into this small pond, and it's a small shallow pond, not much wider than 2 hands. And the moment that they come in through that shallow, narrow channel into the pond, you've already selected a rock, and I just drop a rock down there, blocking their escape. I can quickly put my hands in. I don't have to chase them around much, and I can easily catch a fish. Okay, I don't catch fish here because I do have food with me, and I'm going to let these things go. But it's very simple to catch fish like this, and you'll find that, as I said, many juvenile fish species of larger fish will investigate muddied waters and will come seeking that. So there you go, a simple fish trap to catch fish by expending as little energy as possible.